Welcome to Christina Tries, where I try to recreate other popular YouTube videos. Keyword, try.
Para arriba,
para abajo,
para abajo,
para el centro,
para centro,
para adentro.
para all up in this.
So, first of all, just to get things straight, Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day.
No, you're right, it's Cinco de Drinko.
That's a whole other story. September 16 is actually the start of when Mexico gained their independence. It all started with a Catholic priest, and his name was Hidalgo. But he wasn't just like a regular Catholic priest. He was like a Catholic priest who was like down for the cause. Like, he was a cool priest. Like, he didn't believe in traditional Catholic things. Like, he told people there is no hell. It's okay to procreate. So he was the one who started off. Hidalgo actually had a friend.
Wasn't Hidalgo a horse movie too?
Was it? So Hidalgo got together with Allende and was all like, you know, it's about time we got our independence. The US has their independence. Napoleon has gone to Spain and he's shit up over there and capturing Spanish kings and queens. Now's the time. We have to do this. And so Allende was all like, great, when do we start? Okay, you want to do it?
Tacos!
No! Ugh! So anyway, so Hidalgo actually went to the church in the town of Dolores, and that's when El Grito happened. And that's actually what we celebrate today. Not actually when they won independence, but when it started. And El Grito probably sounded like,
And then gunshots.
But actually, like, no one really knows what he said. Allende, his friend, was there, and
was Santa Claus there as well?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, because it was September. But Allende was there, and he was like, yes, let's do this. And so began the...
Nike.
Nope. But he was like, yes, let's do it. And so started the War of Independence. So he gathered an army of rebels, and were marching to Mexico City, and they actually were successful. They stopped in Guanajuato. They won over the Spanish army there, but the Spanish were getting on to him, and they're like, we know what's going on, we're gonna get this guy. And Hidalgo was all like, the Spanish are on to me, we need to turn around. And Allende was like, okay, because he was his best friend. And then they got to Chihuahua. Yes, like the dog. They got to Chihuahua, and Spanish found him, and Allende captured him and executed them. So after that, Hidalgo had another friend, Jose Maria Morelos.
His name was Maria.
Yep.
He got some shit in middle school.
Well, it was pretty common at that time. He kept the fight going. He kept the army going for 6 years. You know, Jose Morelos was like, I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to gain independence for Mexico. I'm going to keep going with Hidalgo's plan, and that's what's going to happen. Didn't happen. The Spanish found him and executed him. Okay, in 1820, things actually sped up because King Ferdinand VII of Spain, I know, so many Ferdinands, all the Ferdinands, he actually made a proclamation that actually, like, lessened all the privileges of the Spanish that were living in Mexico. So the Spanish were pissed, The Mexicans were pissed, the indigenous were pissed, the mestizos were pissed. So everyone was all pissed off at Spain. So
Spanish were slutty.
they sucked.
What?
They were just like doing it all over the place.
What? In the book?
Exactly. Except in the vagina.
Yeah, because of the whole pregnancy thing.
Yeah. They pretty much accelerated the War of Independence, and in 1821, finally, Vicente Guerrero met with Agustin de Iturbe?
Itur is something?
Vicente Guerrero and Agustin...
Finally in 1821.
Exactly. And Agustin de Iturbide made a proclamation that created the final independence of Mexico to an independent country, and that's how the war was won. And that's the story of September 16th. We celebrate Mexican Independence Day.
So where does Cinco de Drinko factor